There are mysteries that defy every trace of logic. Books written in impossible languages, men with no identity, artifacts that work without explanation, and sounds no one can trace. Each one shatters what we think we know about the world, and today, we face them one by one. This is episode 4. Subscribe if you enjoy enigmas no one has ever been able to solve. Number 5. The Voynich Manuscript. A book that shouldn't exist. That is, in essence, the Voynich Manuscript, a 15th century volume written in a language no one has ever been able to decipher. It belongs to no known linguistic family. It shares no patterns with any historical alphabet, and yet its structure is so intricate that it seems crafted by an expert mind. To make it even more baffling, its pages are filled with illustrations that defy all classification, plants never seen on Earth, diagrams of human bodies connected by impossible pipes, and astronomical maps with constellations that don't match the sky we know. Cryptographers, linguists, mathematicians, and even NSA analysts have tried to break its code. Every attempt ends the same way. Not a single translated sentence. Some believe it contains lost knowledge from an advanced civilization. Others say it's the work of a secret society hiding information too dangerous for its time. There are even theories suggesting it might be a medical compendium, a map of the ancient sky, or a record of phenomena we can no longer observe. But the most unsettling part is this. The ink, the parchment, and the writing style make something very clear. Whoever created it knew exactly what they were doing. It's not a joke, nor a modern hoax. It's a message, but no one in 6 centuries has discovered what it says. And what if its content wasn't meant for us, but for someone, or something, that hasn't arrived yet? Perhaps the real purpose of the manuscript is still waiting to reveal itself when the world is finally ready to understand it. Number 4. The Somerton Man, Unsolved. On the morning of December 1st, 1948, a man was found dead on Somerton Beach in Australia. He wore a perfectly tailored suit, carried no documents, no labels, and no identifying marks on his clothing. His fingerprints matched no existing records, and his cause of death was never determined. It was as if he had appeared out of nowhere. When police searched his belongings, things only became stranger. Hidden inside a concealed pocket of his trousers was a small piece of paper with 2 words written in Persian, Tamam Shud, meaning finished or ended. That fragment came from the Rubaiyat, a book of poetry that, mysteriously, turned up with a missing page. The very page that matched the piece found on the body. Inside the book, investigators discovered a code made of letters arranged in sequences that resembled encrypted messages. Military cryptographers tried to break it, but they never managed to identify its meaning. They couldn't confirm whether it was a personal message, an espionage key, or something entirely different. Then came an even more puzzling detail. A nurse who lived nearby claimed to recognize him, yet she refused to speak publicly and asked never to be contacted again. To this day, no one knows who the Somerton Man was, why he died, or what the phrase Tamam Shud was meant to hide. And every clue uncovered only opens more questions than answers. Some investigators believe the truth might still be hidden in overlooked details, waiting for the right discovery to finally expose what really happened. Before we continue, if you enjoy real mysteries like these, make sure to subscribe. New episodes are on the way, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Number 3. The Betts Sphere. In 1974, the Betts family found a perfectly polished metallic sphere among the remains of a fire on their property in Florida. At first, it seemed like an ordinary object, but it soon began to show behaviors that were difficult to explain. It rolled on its own, changed direction without any push, and sometimes returned to its starting point as if it remembered its path. It emitted metallic pulses and internal vibrations, even though experts claimed it contained no mechanisms or complex cavities. Navy investigators examined it with X-rays and discovered an unusually resistant metal and several internal cores whose purpose they couldn't identify. To deepen the mystery, these cores appeared to move slightly inside the sphere, as if suspended in some unknown material. It also reacted to radio waves and electromagnetic fields. At times, it vibrated for no apparent reason, as if responding to invisible signals. Even when the family tried to store it away, the sphere moved on its own throughout the house, bumping into walls and changing its route as if it were searching for something. Theories range from secret military technology to an artifact of non-human origin. Some believe it could be part of a larger mechanism, a kind of missing piece whose purpose we don't understand. But no hypothesis fully explains its strange reactions. Decades later, the Bet sphere remains one of the most baffling objects ever discovered. A tool? An observer? Or a device waiting to be activated? Number 2. The Baghdad Battery. In 1936, archaeologists excavating near Baghdad discovered a small set of pieces that, at first glance, looked like simple everyday objects: a clay jar, a copper cylinder, and an iron rod. But when assembled, they revealed something unexpected. The artifact could produce a small electric current. It was, in essence, a battery, more than 2 millennia old. The discovery completely challenged what was believed about the technology of that era. No known civilization was thought to possess the knowledge required to build a functional electrochemical device. And yet, it generated enough electricity to trigger chemical reactions, coat metals, or power small ritual instruments. An astonishing feat for its historical context. Theories vary widely. Some archaeologists believe it may have been used for medical treatments or religious ceremonies. Others propose that it served as a tool for electroplating, an advanced technique that would have allowed ancient craftsmen to coat jewelry and amulets with fine metals. There is also the possibility that it was part of a larger system that is yet to be uncovered. What's most striking is that similar artifacts have been found in the region, suggesting it was not an isolated object, but part of a broader knowledge that vanished over time. How did an ancient culture come to understand electrical principles that the modern world wouldn't formally define until many centuries later? Perhaps the answer lies in technologies still buried beneath the sands, waiting to rewrite our understanding of the past. Number 1. The Windsor Hum. In 2011, the city of Windsor, Canada, began to experience a deep, persistent hum that baffled residents and experts alike. It wasn't a normal noise. Those who heard it described it as a low vibration that passed through walls and windows, appearing without pattern and shifting in intensity as if something were moving beneath the surface. The government installed special microphones, seismic sensors, and frequency monitoring equipment, but the source of the sound was never identified. Interestingly, not everyone could hear it. For some, it was unbearable, while for others it simply didn't exist, even among people living in the same area. That difference led some scientists to propose that the phenomenon selectively affected certain individuals based on their auditory sensitivity. Theories included industrial plants, mining activity, military experiments, and geological events, yet none explained why the hum seemed to move, or why its volume changed so dramatically. At times, it vanished for weeks, only to return stronger, as if following a hidden cycle. Later studies detected frequencies that didn't match any known machinery, reinforcing the idea that something unidentified was generating it. Despite years of investigation, the Windsor hum remains unexplained. Underground noise, covert technology, or a phenomenon we barely understand. Some researchers believe the key might lie in long-range acoustic patterns we haven't mapped yet, hinting that the hum could be part of something much larger than a local anomaly. The world is filled with enigmas that defy every explanation, and each of these cases reminds us that we still understand only a fragment of reality. What other mysteries remain hidden, waiting to be uncovered? If you want to keep exploring the unexplainable with me, subscribe and join me in the next episode. The strangest things are still yet to come.